Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype for the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He'll hand it off. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
It's a shotgun run call. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The Salk were able to bring him down quickly. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. He's got it right near the end zone. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. This will be a very short chip shot from 22 yards out. And he knocks it right through the uprights. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it to the right side. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Here's the second down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. On the run here. Let's it go. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. So move the ball to the 41.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up the first down.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Boom. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
They'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. Running through the tackle. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
You know, this is what makes this quarterback so hard to defend. Of course, you want to take away his throwing game, take away his receivers, but then he uses his legs to pick up a 1st down. This defense is going to have to make some adjustments. Be aware of him scrambling for big yards.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down and goal upcoming. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside of the perimeter and set something up downfield.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes the score 7-3. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. It's an out route. The catch made.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. But how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Working his way inside the 15. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Booker. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Looks like Kentucky will have the first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for a deep completion. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On the run here, lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Got space, looking to score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. And they get set now to try the PAT. They go up 18 after the PAT. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. That's a deep kickoff hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The corner's now playing a couple of yards off the ball. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the defense look slow that time.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. They try the middle but gain nothing on that play. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Pressure is coming. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The pass rush closing in. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. The Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And that is another delay of game penalty on this drive. Have you ever seen this? What is going on? And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Ortiz. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And this one is right through. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. This one will be fair caught. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense. Tailback with another carry. Some hard running there through a tackle. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
That run sets up a critical third down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, to me, I think the quarterback wanted to get this ball thrown downfield, but good coverage forces him to throw it underneath. But give an assist to the O-line, giving him enough time to be able to evaluate that coverage.
The back's got it. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. Looking to scramble. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. And he's going to be stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They're still down by 2. Now they get set to kick it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Single back, takes the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
Running it back, it's Booker. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return. This drive starts in good position. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Takes the handoff and he'll head left.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Punting team on the field. The defense stalls the drive with that sack. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And here's the handoff. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Breaks loose at the 40, and he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, a second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, their hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Powering right past the defender. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. They'll try the option play here. Crosses the 45. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Ball knocked loose in the end zone. Here's a scrum. Who's got it? Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Oh, what a move. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Leading here in the 4th quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He didn't make it. Stopped short. That is a crucial turnover on downs here in this tight football game. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He bought some time, now lets it go. He's got him on a crossing route. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
First down here for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. He'll hand it off. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Testing the right side here. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So now we'll have a field goal attempt, one of the biggest moments of this game so far. What a moment for this kicker. A chance to put his team on top in the final minutes of this game. The field goal is good. And they take the lead with a little over a minute to play. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. We'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Looking right, this one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 4th down. He's throwing for it. He's escaping the pocket now. Quick throw to the left side. The pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on 4th down.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish.